What's up? Go get your toy. Where's your toy, dude? Go get it. Go. On my way this morning to my absolute favorite place for song inspiration and songwriting. Take a guess. Green Lawn Family Restaurant. Going there second day in a row today, actually. Hey, you know what? Amazing wife got me a gift card to this place. She literally said, she's like, this is not for me and you to go. This is for you when you want to go on your own and you don't have to pay for it. I'm like, this is so cool, man. I love her. So I was thinking about this at the gym today. Really interesting concept of knowing your season and knowing where you are and what your goals are. Because I was just thinking, about how a lot of exercise videos, when you see a commercial for a Peloton or a commercial for a gym, it's usually this really hardcore, sweat beating down, really hard workout. And it's really interesting how it's really important to know your season, because while that is a really great thing to work out like that, get fit and stuff, depending on what you want to do, it's actually kind of counterintuitive to do that when you have certain goals. And it's just really interesting to be conscious of your season and not do things that necessarily look right or seem like the right thing to do or everybody else is doing if it's not right for you. In the sense that, for example, pumping, going crazy on one of the bikes, it's called the Aerodyne bike. It's use arms and legs. It was this crazy thing. It was my heart was pumping. But I had gotten off of doing the treadmill for a low, slow jog. It was just interesting because, follow my thought here, the Aerodyne bike was more for cardio, and that's good. That's good exercise for your heart. But it's not great for burning fat, and it's definitely not great for building muscle. It's in fact actually probably a little counterintuitive when you're building muscle, because it actually burns the calories and burns the stuff that build the muscle, I think. It burns fat, but it doesn't burn fat where slower cardio will. That's why I've actually been jogging on the treadmill at a slower pace, because when you get your heart rate too high, it actually works your heart more as an exercise than it actually does burn fat. So it's just interesting, here you are, if your goal is to lose fat, then all this crazy cardio, what the commercials show, isn't actually the best thing for you. And if you're looking to bulk up and build muscle, the same thing. You actually want to do more weight, heavy lifting and stuff like that. It's just interesting to know your season and just know what your goals are and actually do things to fit your goals rather than what looks right. Preach this morning. Green Lawn Family Restaurant. Breakfast was phenomenal. Made some progress on songwriting. Nothing specific yet. Nothing specifically final yet. Making progress. We got a bunch of notes written. So I had one of my new employees. I'm testing out a new employee. I had him go through and edit some photos that I took for an engagement shoot for a friend of mine. And he did a really, really great job, and it saved me so much time. I took 300 photos. This is the shoot. I think I mentioned this, that my camera screen stopped working at this shoot, so I had to pretend to be yo, this looks great. Oh my gosh, you guys are phenomenal. Wow, it's beautiful. I couldn't see any of the photos. I was just guessing. I had 300. He turned them into 35 and edited them, which is phenomenal. But there are some stylistic choices that I would like to change to be a bit more of my style. So I'm going through them right now and kind of making some notes so that he can learn my style, and going forward, I'm investing the time now so that he can learn the style. Going forward, it'll save more time. All right, let's do a little live chat with Sony, seeing if we can get this camera fixed. Hopefully Paul can give me a little bit of a hand today. Okay, so interesting, not a solution, but you can see that I have a HDMI cable connected to my camera right now, and I guess it's working technically. So what's happening is essentially it's saying that I'm able to connect my camera to an external monitor, and it shows what's on the screen, which is cool. But normally you'd be able to see the settings on there also, but I turned that off because it was showing up when I was streaming. It was showing everything that was on the camera, and I just wanted just the display in the stream. So I turned that off. So technically, I guess I could, if I wanted to go and travel and record with an external monitor. That would work. But it's not the best of solutions, especially when filming. But it is an option. You know what Sony support says? So best option I have right now is, other than sending it to Sony support, which could take, I have no idea how long, I have 2 gigs tomorrow, or 2 shoots that I have to shoot for, so I at least will be able to use this camera and actually see things. So I can return this, but at least I have an option.